I want to tell you about my son. Like every mom, I think that mine is one of a kind. Physically, oh, he stands out in the crowd. He's tall, strong. He's got the kind of good looks that will stop traffic. He rides a Harley. Oh man, you should see him on that bike. Like you see him and your heart just skips a beat, you know. When he walks into a room, his presence demands attention. He's been that way since he was a kid. Even if he doesn't want the attention, like, it's just always all eyes on him. And he's smart. When he was a kid, he was bored in school because learning came easy to him. And that boredom got him in trouble. He's quick-witted. He can do math in his head. He can learn any job or any trade. Man, I've seen that over and over. He gets hired to do something. Next thing you know, he's running the crew. And he can read you, you know, which means he can hustle you. He can hustle you like no other, man. I could tell some stories about that. Underneath all that physical strength, though, is this soft heart. And it kind of takes you by surprise when you see it for the first time. He's always been the guy that roots for the underdog and cares about others. I got stories about that from when he was a boy on the playground. He met God when he was a boy. That tender heart led him to have spiritual questions. He would call me into his room at night and ask me questions about Jesus. I thought I had the answers until he came along. He kept me on my toes. I remember one of my favorite memories about that, he was about 5. I had him dressed in this little Harley Davidson jacket, and he was sitting in the booster seat behind me in our truck. And I was sitting up front. I was praying. While I was driving, I pray out loud. And he asked me what I was doing and questioned me about, are you praying while you're driving? And I just explained to him that you can talk to God anytime, anywhere. He's always listening. I looked at him in the rearview mirror, and he's like, he thought about it for a minute, and then he rolls his window down and sticks his head out the window and says, "Hey, God." Man, I knew right there that he was different. Everybody loves him. He makes a great first impression, and when you meet him, he makes you feel like you've known him forever. He has family that would swim an ocean for him. He has these 2 amazing little boys and a beautiful wife. One thing I love about his friendships is that they span so many ages. He has friends that are my age. And some of my friends have become his friends, like real friends, the ones that would do anything for you. The problem is, my son is missing. He's been kidnapped. He's being held hostage by a host of characters that I can only describe to you as demonic. This guy, we call him Addiction. He's got him bound, tied up. But it's these other 2, fear and pride. They're running the show. They're running the show. My son doesn't look like himself anymore. If you see him, you wouldn't know him from the way I described him. Right now, he's really lean. His body is sick, and his face is so sunken and shallow that I can see the bones. I can see the bones in his face. His eyes are hollow. That good brain that God gave him isn't working very well either. He can't remember anything, and he can't follow through on things. He can't finish things that he starts, and he can't track with you when you're having a conversation, and that's if or when you can even have one with him. His emotions are flat. There's no joy. He can't hear or accept the counsel from all of those friends or family. He can't see us. He can't hear us. His wife and kids are gone. Sorry. I'm mom, so I'm the last one standing, you know. But I don't have anything left to offer him. Well, I'm not really the last one. That God that he met when he was a boy, he can save him. In fact, it's because of that good God and that relationship, no matter how small, that he established with him, that when he was a kid, that he's even still breathing, literally. I can't tell you how many times God has protected him and literally brought him back from the doors of death. Those are hard things to see. Hard things to get out of your head. So, sorry. I didn't sleep much last night. Probably look like hell. If you see him, tell him that I love him. Tell him that his friends and family love him. Tell him there's hope. There is hope. There's hope because that God who keeps saving him has saved him for a purpose. And you can't deny the purpose that God has put on your life. There's this part in Psalm 23 that says God's goodness is running after us. His mercy and goodness chase us. I say that I keep praying that my son will trip. Maybe God could catch him. Tell him to just stick his head out the window and yell, "Hey, God." Because God will answer. He's going to hate me for doing this, but if he isn't rescued, you're going to bury us both. So I don't have the money for 2 funerals. Thanks.